Can you believe it? With just a few familiar ingredients, we can make a jar of sesame paste that's incredibly fragrant, rich, and completely free of additives. This recipe has been passed down for over 30 years, creating a sesame paste that's clean, naturally aromatic, and tastier than anything you can buy at the market. Homemade sesame paste is not only safe, but can be used for many dishes. From noodles, pasta, boiled vegetables, to salad dressing or dipping sauce. It's all absolutely delicious. Today, I'll guide you through each step to make a jar of sesame paste that's smooth, fragrant, long-lasting, and always ready to use. Try it once, and you'll never want to buy the store-bought version again. First, prepare 400 grams of white sesame seeds. Pour them into a pan or a large bowl. Add enough water to fully cover the sesame seeds. Use your hand to gently stir so that dirt and impurities float away from the seeds. Washing sesame before roasting helps remove dust, grit, and impurities, while also allowing the seeds to expand evenly, become more fragrant, and retain their natural, rich flavor when roasted. Next, use a strainer to transfer the sesame into another bowl of clean water. Wash again. It's best to wash sesame twice. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Then scoop the clean sesame into a piece of clean cloth. Squeeze out the excess water. This helps the roasting process go faster. The seeds cook more evenly, and the color becomes more beautiful. Now pour the sesame into a pan. Because the pan is medium-sized, I divide it into 2 batches for roasting. Turn the heat to high to evaporate all the remaining moisture. Stir quickly so the steam escapes faster. When the sesame is dry, reduce the heat to medium-low to roast it until golden. Don't be lazy with this step. Keep stirring constantly so the sesame cooks evenly and doesn't burn. Burnt sesame will ruin the flavor of the final paste. Sesame is one of the most nutritious seeds. It contains 60% oil and 20% protein. It's also rich in micronutrients such as calcium, magnesium, copper, manganese, and iron. Combined with its rich, nutty flavor, sesame is loved and widely used in many dishes. Roast until you hear a light popping sound. This means the sesame is quite dry and almost done. At this point, a wonderful aroma begins to rise. Roast until the surface turns slightly yellow. There's no need to roast it too dark. Just like this is perfect. Pour the roasted sesame into a stainless steel tray to cool. Stir occasionally with chopsticks to help it cool faster. Continue roasting the remaining batch until golden. Pour into the tray and let everything cool completely. Now prepare a pan and pour in 120 grams of cooking oil. Add some star anise, a few slices of ginger, and a few sections of green onion. Turn on medium heat. The warm aroma of ginger and star anise adds depth to the sesame paste. When fried in hot oil, the essential oils from the star anise, ginger, and green onion are released, giving the sesame paste its unique fragrance. When they turn slightly golden and the aroma becomes strong, remove and discard them. Pour the infused oil into a bowl to cool. Take another pan and add a little oil. When the oil is still cool, add 80 grams of peanuts. Turn on low heat and roast them slowly. Roasting peanuts with a bit of oil helps them cook more evenly and quickly and makes the flavor richer and more aromatic. I always add a little peanut when making sesame paste. It makes the paste richer, creamier, more fragrant, and much more harmonious in flavor. Roast until the peanuts start popping, their skins crack, and they turn a deep reddish color. Turn off the heat and let them cool. Prepare your blender. Make sure the blender is washed clean and completely dry. If the blender is wet, the sesame will clump together, making it hard to blend smoothly. More importantly, moisture will cause the sesame paste to spoil faster and reduce its shelf life. Now that the sesame is cool, pour it into the blender. Close the lid, turn it on, and grind until the sesame becomes completely fine. At first, the sesame is loose, dry, and separate. You'll hear a very clear rattling sound from the blender. Gradually, the sesame becomes a fine powder. At this stage, the mixture is light yellow, dry, and slightly fluffy. The surface is not glossy yet. Then you'll notice the natural oils in the sesame being released, making the mixture begin to stick together. It becomes slightly moist, starts clumping, and sticks to the walls of the blender. The motor begins to work harder. At this point, if blending becomes difficult, you can stop the blender and use a spoon or chopsticks to stir the mixture to help it blend more smoothly. Remember to let the blender rest occasionally to prevent overheating and avoid damaging the machine. When the sesame becomes smooth like this, add the cooled infused oil and the roasted peanuts. Continue blending. This time, the blending will be much easier and the final mixture becomes extremely smooth. Blend until the mixture is fine, creamy, rich, and the wonderful aroma of sesame and peanuts blends together beautifully. Prepare a clean glass jar, dry, with no oil and no water. Then pour the sesame paste into it. Look, everyone, it's incredibly smooth, creamy, aromatic. This batch of sesame paste has a beautiful glossy light brown color. The texture is smooth, thick, and rich, thanks to the finely ground sesame seeds and peanuts blending together. When you scoop it up, the paste drizzles slowly, the surface is glossy, and there's no oil separation. Thanks to the ginger, star anise, scallion infused oil, the aroma becomes even more fragrant. It has the rich nuttiness of roasted sesame, the subtle warmth of star anise and ginger, and a faint hint of fried scallions. When you taste it, you'll feel an incredibly balanced creaminess, silky smooth, with a long-lasting, fragrant aftertaste. This sesame paste can be used for noodle dressing, dipping sauces, salad dressings, eaten with boiled vegetables, or made into hot pot sauce. Always fragrant, flavorful, and absolutely addictive. Today, I'm sharing the sesame paste mixed noodles that I often eat in the morning. It's very convenient, quick to make, and nutritious. First, boil water in a pot over high heat. Add a little cooking oil. This helps prevent the noodles from sticking together and makes them softer. When you see bubbles starting to form at the bottom of the pot, add the noodles. Lower the heat to medium-low so the noodles cook evenly. Stir the noodles so they are fully submerged in the water. Adding the noodles when the water is hot helps them cook evenly inside and out. If you add noodles when the water is boiling, the outside will cook while the inside remains raw. Cook until the water boils and the noodles become completely soft, well cooked but not mushy, and cooked all the way through. Transfer the cooked noodles into a bowl of water so they don't stick together, and to let them fully cool. While waiting, crack an egg into a bowl. Then, gently slide it into the pot of water to poach it. Cover with a lid. If you want a runny yolk, let it sit for 4 to 5 minutes. If you want it more set, let it sit for 7 to 10 minutes. Now the noodles have cooled, lift them out to drain the water and place them on a plate. Add a little soy sauce, a bit of oyster sauce. Add the sesame paste. Then mix well. The aroma of the sesame paste and oyster sauce is irresistible. Do you enjoy sesame paste? What dishes do you usually use it for? Now take a portion of the mixed noodles onto your plate. At this point, the egg is ready. Take it out and place it on top of the noodles. So tempting! Serve with your favorite vegetables. This is a quick dish, but still offers balanced nutrition for a perfect breakfast. Noodles mixed with sesame paste are incredibly appetizing and so fragrant. You can try making sesame paste to keep at home and enjoy with all your favorite dishes. safe, economical, and convenient. If you have any sesame paste recipes of your own, feel free to share them in the comments so everyone can learn from each other. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.